Okay, here we go. Welcome back to some more Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition. Hope you all are doing well, having a great day, that you had a great weekend, and have a great week. So as you can see, male Shepard, Paragon, Infiltrator, romanced Ashley in the first one, romanced Miranda in the second one, romancing or planning to romance Ashley in this one, Mass Effect 3. Remember violence, you can see heads explode in this thing, and also seizure warning, lights and stuff. So I think that covers it. Last time we went through the Normandy, talked to everyone, got a lot of missions and messages. So I am here at the next one. The Asari asked me to look into this. So let's get on with it. I did off screen just go and reset Ashley's skills in the medbay. Cost 0 the first time, and after that it costs credits. Okay, so as you see, I am here and we're just going right to it. I'll let you read this afterwards. Okay, and I am taking Ashley, and then since it is for the Asari, let's take Liara. Okay, we do have a new this one has probably one of the most capacity for ammo, but it makes it also one of the heaviest apparently. We've got a new pistol as well. Okay, so the Talon is the pistol. Damage is quite a lot more. Oh, that's okay. I like this one. And then we do have, as you see, there's the Hornet. I'm sorry, I don't like how they look. I do want to change this. Look at how that, well, that's one thing that like annoys me. But there you can see the barrel looks different because it's level 3 now. Did we change the scope as well? Or no, scope is still level 2. And then, like I says, I'm gonna keep her on this. The scope changed. I like that scope, the second level scope. But with pistol, I'm gonna give her this one, and I like how level 3 on this caliber looks, the barrel. Okay, sniper rifle. Once again, I'm not sure how this helps for the AIs, but let's go. And then, nope. Since we do, that's how I like this one. There's that. Cool. Okay, sorted. Okay, 1.60. So let's quickly do this. Let's get concussive shot, marksman, and disruptor ammo. I don't know if it makes any difference in which order you get it. Let's max this. Once again, shield and health bonus. Sniper rifle damage. And assault rifle damage. I'm going for a concussive shot. Definitely force and damage more. Like I say, if you use the frozen ammo, then that would actually be pretty cool. But unfortunately, like I said, I don't really like it. Recharge speed. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, let's take that. And marksman. Increase accuracy bonus by 30%. Definitely accuracy bonus. And headshot damage, yes. Let's put this in disruptor ammo. Okay, she's got 5 points, so let's put it in singularity. Singularity is pretty quick already, so I'm going to inflict 20 damage per second to lift the target. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's it. Let's go.
Dig up any information on the mission, Liara?
I did, and I now understand why High Command wanted to hide it. We're headed to an Ardat-Yakshi monastery.
Ardat-Yakshi? Like Morinth?
Morinth chose to be a killer. These Ardat-Yakshi isolated themselves to avoid that. But it doesn't mean they're harmless. Their urge to feed can be powerful. That's why High Command sent in commandos to investigate the monastery's distress signal.
So the Asari throw us at the problem? What's the plan?
If there was a chance the Ardat-Yakshi could break loose, the commandos were to purge the monastery.
Purge? You mean destroy?
They would have brought heavy explosives with them, yes.
Morinth was dangerous, but are the Ardat-Yakshi this big of a threat?
Morinth was just hitting her stride. Ardat-Yakshi who kill leave behind astronomical body counts. It's why they can never be free, and why they're such a great source of shame to the Asari. That's why High Command won't rest until this place is destroyed. They'd never risk a single Ardat-Yakshi getting loose.
Then neither do we. Bombs are a last resort.
Don't assume anything. Maybe the Ardat-Yakshi sent out the distress call. If the Asari want us to destroy this place, I need to know what happened.
Agreed. Once we give a report to High Command, they'll stop wasting lives here.
Okay. So let's start with the ammo. She's not on the pistol.
Got it.
And then. But if you're having fun with me exploring Ardat-Yakshi monasteries and you haven't yet, remember to subscribe, enable notifications, that bell button, so you know when I post. Hit the like, let me know that you like the videos, and you can always leave me a comment. Tell me something interesting. Okay, so we do have journal. So we have all the way up there. Why don't they put me on it? So there's the one we're at now. There's the other things. I am going to add in the codex lists here. It's under planets and locations. I just felt it was too spoilery, but I'll add it in here.
An unremarkable world located far from regularly traveled trade routes, Lessus is inhabited only by a small Asari colony. The main feature is a monastery that houses a large population of Asari with active or latent Ardat-Yakshi genes, a disorder that causes the death of anyone who mates with the afflicted Asari. Although some of the colonists exiled themselves voluntarily, many were sent to Lessus by their families to protect society from their deadly potential. The monastery emphasizes individual sacrifice for the good of the community. Latent Ardat-Yakshi, as well as active sufferers who show that they can control their condition, may be offered a chance to reintegrate into Asari society after spending sufficient time on Lessus. Active Ardat-Yakshi whose psychological profiles show capacity for neither empathy nor re-education are confined to the monastery for life.
We can go to this codex and you can just pause and read there. I like this name, Demon of the Night Winds. I like the name they've got for them. Quite a lot about them. Okay, so that is all we've got. Okay, so as you see there is a vehicle and you can click on it.
Another shuttle. Still warm.
Cool. And then just look over here at the exit. There's a assault rifle stability dampener.
Elevator disabled. To prevent entry or escape, I wonder.
Okay, we're in the scary game now again. Resident Evil, here we go.
Sounds close. A little too close.
I agree with that. Those whales do not sound very nice. Okay, so then we can explore before we go ahead. There's where we need to go.
What was that?
Stay sharp. I heard something.
Oh, that was me. Sorry.
That's funny. And there's always one of your companions that does that. So, got this. And then this is actually the big reason why I decided to do this now. So this is another either store discount or power damage. And then you've got 10% store discount after this. And there's a way that you can get 15%, but by that time there's real no point to it. So 10% is what I'm going for. And now I'm going to start buying. Just looking at the table.
Delay. You won't believe what Yan has managed to smuggle in. A copy of Vanya. Meet us after supper in the library. Bring some study work. Reel is floor warden tonight, so act natural. We'll be by the East Video Banks. This is gonna be so great. See you there. Oh, and delete this once you listen to it. Not like last time.
I don't think she deleted it. Also, Vanya, that's with Morin's mission with helping Samara with her daughter in Omega. So apparently Vanya is pretty popular. So here's a console. Reminder, students are not allowed to visit each other's quarters or to meet in rooms unsupervised by staff. Students are also forbidden from extranet communication without approval by senior staff members. There are no exceptions to these rules. First offenders will have their free time revoked for a month. Further violations will be met with confinement. Our monastery is our shelter. For it to remain that way, we must make sacrifices. If we do this, I have faith we can continue to enjoy the order and peace this place has given us. Well, I just stole your credentials for store credit. more screaming. So before we continue, here's a room that we can go into. There's a wall safe. Nice. And some sniper rifle ammo, and then a computer. To our staff and students, attaches our new daily schedule. Please note that wake-up time has been moved forward 15 minutes. Floor wardens can download chore lists later this week. Please see Matriarch Galea or myself if you have any questions or concerns. Sincerely, Superintendent Jethra. So, wake up at 5:30 in the morning. That is a little early for me. I'm an early riser, but that is a little early for me. Breakfast, okay, morning meditations, study period, chores, midday meal, classes, study period, supper, evening meditation, free period, and curfew. So they are strict here, but like I say, I think it is more or less like a monastery.
This was the Commando's captain. It seems they gave their lives fighting the Reapers.
This monastery's out of the way. What do the Reapers want with Ardat-Yakshi? Anything useful?
A map showing the nav point location of a bomb. Some room called the Great Hall.
So the Commandos started the purge after all.
Once again, to renegade Paragon. It seems a bit drastic.
Ardat-Yakshi or not, evacuating this place would have saved a lot of lives. If there's no survivors, let's get to the Great Hall and set off that bomb.
I agree with Shepard. Level! Okay, I'm still saving my points. Saving hers. And saving hers. So we're saving points at the moment. This is too quiet. Is there really nothing here?
Very good. I almost didn't hear you.
Samara!
It has been some time, Shepard. You are a most welcome sight. The corruption here runs deep.
I assume you're here on your own, Justicar. Perhaps for something special?
You are correct. 2 of my daughters live here, and I have come for them. Unfortunately, the Reapers had already infested this place by the time I arrived.
You met me hunting down your other Ardat-Yakshi daughter. Are these ones just as dangerous?
Valer and Rila have followed the monastery's rules ever since they arrived. They've shown no inclination toward violence.
And you're here to save them?
They are my responsibility, and it's one that cannot be abandoned, even as our galaxy crumbles.
Look at this one again. I'm blowing this place up.
Let's go together. Maybe your daughters can tell us why the Reapers hit this place.
I suspect they will have much to tell us. It has been centuries since I last saw them. We're out of time. We'll meet again. I will draw these creatures off.
Wait! Let's go.
So I just see Liara has something there to say. Very cool. Yeah, I think that's the way you need to go. So before we do, but I like that music of Samara when she enters. It's very serene and very. I like it. Okay, just grab this PDA.
My name is Tashia Pore. I'm wounded. Bad. Give this to my bondmate, Weshra. Asked her to go to the Citadel and tell Weshra I love her. Tell her. Sorry we fought. I was an idiot. Didn't mean any of it, Weshra. Want you to have everything of mine, okay? Love you. I love you so.
Oh, just sad messages all over again.
Not sure how I feel about doing the Asari's dirty work.
We need them on our side.
Well, Asari Command owes us big time for this.
Agreed.
What the hell?
I'm gonna die with this thing, just to show you quickly. They are actually a lot more dangerous than you think if they get close to you. See, this is like a once-off kill. I actually never knew they could do that. I've never seen that until I saw someone play. So I don't know if that's with the legendary or not, but it never happened with me that I can remember in the original. Am I even doing anything to this? Am I missing or what? There we go. And we've got the codex for the Banshee. No, stop eating your friends. By the way, I think these cannibals are what they turn the Batarians into. Woo!
Used to be a person. An Asari. What have the Reapers done?
Now if you want, you can walk around and try and see if there's something here, or you can just trust me. And although as pretty as this looks, and there's so many nooks and crannies, there's nothing here.
As soon as I was able. Shepard, this is Valere, my youngest. She and her sister Rila are Ardat-Yakshi. They have
Mother,
been...
they have Rila.
What?
I saw some of those creatures take her into the Great Hall. I've been trying to get there.
What are the Reapers doing here?
Harvesting us. They're turning us into those monsters. Please, you can't let that happen to Rila.
The Asari thought the Ardat-Yakshi were to blame for the attack.
This is our home. Most of us are grateful to be here. The monastery is a place Ardat-Yakshi can achieve peace.
Valere speaks truthfully, Shepard. I vouch for her words, with pride.
Doesn't change why we're here. These renegades are insane.
Then we have to find Rila fast. The Great Hall has a bomb in it.
A bomb? What, didn't you come to rescue people?
We'll try, but we can't leave this place standing, Valere.
You sound like the commandos. They didn't stop to help anyone.
Valere?
I'm sorry.
Valere! The Great Hall. She's looking for Rila.
We'll meet you there.
Please be swift.
That was really not the right way to approach it. Even the Paragon, it's like, yeah. As you see, here's a little thing you can talk to.
You'd need a crowbar to pry those doors open. This place was beautiful before the Reapers came.
I think that's specifically with Liara, but not 100% sure. They are ugly. Oh, while we are here. Codex, Reapers.
Banshees are the corrupted Asari often found leading a Reaper strike force. The Reapers create them specifically from Asari with active or latent predispositions to becoming Ardat-Yakshi, a rare neurological condition that enhances the Asari's biotic power while causing the immediate death of anyone she mates with. Lumbering as though in constant pain, the emaciated Banshees are surprisingly durable opponents. They are devastating biotics, able to hurl lethal balls of energy and create shock waves as they regenerate. What Alliance military finds most disturbing is the Banshee's ability to spawn her own warp field and seemingly teleport during combat. Although their wails have no apparent physiological effect, the psychological impact is undeniable. When Banshees die, their Ardat-Yakshi genetics twist against them, causing a biotic implosion to ensure they evade capture.
All around bad. Why do they always put me over there? There's a sorry widow.
Jethro, this is Galay. I've blocked extranet access. We don't need the students panicking about these Reaper rumors. Still, it will not hurt to tally our supplies. Please bring me an inventory before evening prayer. I'll contact Ceci later tonight to inquire what set the Asari to war. Go in peace.
So I get what she was trying to do, but it kind of backfired because they didn't know the Reapers were coming, that they were under attack. Let's grab this. Bye bye. There's just more of them. Oh, there's a barrier in here. Barrier generator. Okay, so... Stop hitting him! There's one right here. Okay, I think that is all of them. Let's grab some. That's only grenades. You are so evil. Let's give it this. And see, here it is. Okay, so just grab everything in the room. We've got some armor, got a new shotgun, medikit, Now before you go down there, as you see, here is another room. Can't get this way, unfortunately. But we've got the computer to examine. Later I had the new girl put in a holding chamber. The Justica who brought her to us, Justica Fora or whatever, said she had trouble convincing the prisoner coming to the monastery was necessary. This may explain why the girl lashed out at her guards. She's lucky Fora wasn't here for that. The Justica's code would have demanded an execution. I'll question some other Justicas on the level of coercion Fora's permitted to use by the code. This isn't the first time her captors arrived here terrified out of their wits, but it will certainly be the last. Matriarch Galea. Horrible! Jeffrey, I looked over this year's candidates for supervised visits to Fisher. I'm approving everyone but Yanis. She's impulsive, cunning, and worst of all, a romantic. Find me a worse combination to let outside our walls. I find it suspicious she was even nominated. Let's look into that and pray it's not Yanis manipulating another infatuation. It takes a great deal of time and effort to persuade Fescia's government to let our best students visit their own homeworld. Unless Yanis matures, she won't be among them. Poor she. It's difficult, so just grab the wall safe, and then if you want you can use the weapon bench, but I don't really see the point at the moment. Just want to make sure she's got the ammo thing on. Sometimes you see it and sometimes you don't. Okay, so when you're ready, back down here. Oh, a small area. This is going to be brilliant. Oh, there's that screen. And she's already on top of Liara almost. This. Sorry, that was not where I meant to shoot. Get out of the way, Liara. Oh, there's another one.
Understood.
So let's clear the field. Whew. Thank you for that ammo. Okay, so once again, you can just believe me that I've looked around and there's not anything here. Or you can go look around for yourself if you want. Okay, now we're here where I think Riela land. Or Valere, sorry, Riela's the one that was taken.
Another commando got overrun? This place must have been chaos. Or they panicked.
Asari commandos have decades of experience. They don't panic.
Doesn't matter how long you've been fighting. You never know what'll break your unit.
And she's got experience with that. So just grab a here. Nice level 2 scope. Her whole unit was wiped out on Eden Prime. Why are we always using the lifts in this place? In these situations where it's not a good idea. Okay, so before you go, as you see there, there's Samara and both of them. But just grab here. I say, if you want, you can keep it for if you need it in the fight. But otherwise, just grab it.
There's the bomb.
And Valere.
Rila, wake up!
Valere, Rila cannot hear us.
Look, she's still alive.
I know, but I am afraid Rila is not well.
Rila's not one of them yet. She can't be. She just needs to wake up.
It's kind of silly that you can't talk to them, but okay. So to start off, let's go.
Rila? Rila, can you hear me? Why did she do that?
Because they've begun to turn her into one of the Reaper's creatures.
I'm sorry. Can we set off that bomb?
We need a detonator.
Commandos would have had one. We've got to find it. Later.
Okay, this time there's two. Let's see if we can get some of them. Well, there goes Liara. Oh, I never saw that before. She's got a bubble around him to protect them. Cool. Let's go for that. That. Yes, scream at me. Run! Run the wrong way. Ashley's doing a pretty good job keeping at a distance. I really feel that my rifle is not doing anything to them.
That's the last one.
For now, let's get back to that bomb.
Oh, and here's another medikit if you need it. Okay, so then, if you're ready, go for it. Also, with the next, be ready with a Paragon prompt.
Flair, go! Take the elevator! Rila, what are you doing? It's too late for me. There are hundreds coming. Just go!
Move!
No! Rila! I love you. Rila! slaves. Rila, there wasn't even time to say goodbye.
Few can break the Reaper's hold. Rila's will was extraordinary, as was her love for you.
We left her to die.
Rila made her choice, and it has reminded me of what is truly important. Why I swore I'd lay down my life.
What is that?
Valair, the code demands an Ardat-Yakshi cannot live outside a monastery that no longer exists.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Shepard. By the Justicar's code, there is only one way to save Valair.
Mother, no!
My daughters, you were all. Let go.
What are you doing?
Fulfilling the code.
By throwing your life away?
I won't kill my last daughter.
You won't have to.
Valair?
I'll stay here. Home. No matter what's become of it.
Without a proper monastery,
I could have left any time. I don't need a building to honor my own code. And if the Reapers return, they won't take me alive. I promise.
then the code permits you to stay, as you are. Once this war is over, and if I am able, I will visit, as a Justicar should.
So if you miss that prompt, she does kill herself. She shoots herself. Samara dies. It's time to fight Samara. You could stay.
I'd understand if you wanted to help Valair rebuild a home here.
It must wait now that I can help oppose the Reapers. I'll speak with Valair, then join your forces. If you'll have me, of course.
I'd be honored.
The honor is mine, my friend.
Everything's taken care of down here. Bring in the shuttle.
Right, Commander. I'll just follow the smoke.
I read your report, Commander. We had no idea the situation had deteriorated so quickly.
That's why I set off the bomb. There were no Ardat-Yakshi left.
May the Ardat-Yakshi find rest. What the Reapers did to them was monstrous. I had another team of commandos headed to the Monastery who I can now formally transfer to Admiral Hackett's command. They'll serve you loyally, Commander. Farewell.
Shepard lied to her there. Bad Shepard. But okay. But there's one thing that doesn't make sense to me about this whole Ardat-Yakshi thing and the Reapers. They're not just changing Ardat-Yakshi, they're changing all, because here's where it actually doesn't make sense to me, is just like when in number 2 when you're fighting Samara, or not fighting Samara, but Moran with Samara and dealing with her daughters, and you talk about the Ardat-Yakshi and stuff, she's like, there's only 3 in existence and they're all 3 her daughters. Then you go to the monastery and there's hundreds. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so this is where I'm going to stop the video. Next one we'll go through all these assets and the Normandy again, and then I'm back to the Citadel. But this was fun. It's interesting. It's a sad mission. I'm glad. It's cool how she actually broke the Reaper's will and like set off the bomb, and it's horrible at the same time, but it's cool as well how she did it. Feel sorry for Valere. But like I said, I enjoyed it. Hope you're having fun. But be well, have a great day, and see you in the next video.